Hey YouTube, Indigo Toker here with another video. I'm out here at the lake. Found a nice pretty spot over here in the trees. Enjoy this view with me for a minute. Know my hair's all fucked up. It's alright. Rode my bike here and it's windy today. Look at that beautiful view behind me. We're gonna smoke a bowl. Alright guys, we're gonna find a spot to smoke. Got the bike parked over there. Got the trail up there. I don't ever really see anybody down here, so this should be good. But you know, you never know. Oh, I'm gonna go to the spot. This is gonna be a great spot for a smoke sesh, guys. Hope you're all ready for this. Look at this tree. This tree is fucking cool, man. Like, it's just like half of a tree from the inside, but like then it like puts itself back together eventually. It goes nice and big and tall. It's a pretty cool tree. I think this is like the other half of it, or I don't know, maybe they were like two trees together and one fell, I don't know. We're gonna go out on this and hang out and smoke a bowl over there though. Let's see if I can do this without dropping the iPhone or the bowl in the water though. Alright. So far so good, guys. Trying to decide if I want to go out farther. I think that's the sweet spot right there. Some ducks over there. Sorry guys. Guess I disturbed their home. I mean, I was far away. They could have came and toked with me. I guess they're the assholes, huh? Because I'm just out here with free weed. Alright, I think we're gonna chill and smoke right here. I'm gonna get a bowl packed and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Took me a minute to get the phone situated, but we're all good now. Sitting out here in the beautiful water. Yeah, it's great. That's over there. I just love coming over here, it's wonderful. Get this phone sat back down where I had it. Hope it doesn't fall in the water. We're good. Alright. So today's video is just a little bit of a random one. I decided to take a ride out here and smoke. It's one of my favorite spots to just chill, vibe with nature, things like that. I also like to sit out here on this log in the middle of the water and partake in the psychedelic experiences. It's really nice to connect with nature out here, and it's a nice quiet place to chill. It's a little windy out here, it's not too bad though. So I'm gonna rant with you guys today a little bit, teach you a little lesson about life and how, you know, you can be a caring person and you can be a great person, but not everybody's gonna care for you. Not everybody's gonna be a good person back to you. So about a year ago I got a job and I worked for a company. I'm not gonna mention the name of the company here, but that's okay. And I worked my ass off for this company and I worked towards a management position, and I eventually got that management position. Smoking on some Alpha OG, by the way. So, in order to keep this management position, I had to relocate, which is about a half an hour away from my home, and I don't have a vehicle. So I pretty much had to leave my friends for the most part, unless they wanted to come see me or come pick me up or anything like that. And I did it because it seemed like it was going to be a good job and it was going to be a good experience and they were going to pay me well. But really the area I moved into isn't the best area, so that was first off, and that brought problems onto me. And the job just wasn't as fun as it was meant out to be. The pay wasn't as good as it was going to be. And, you know, the owners of the place weren't as good to me as they said they were going to be. Now, don't get me wrong, they were very good people and they did help me out a lot. But they were completely, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm at a loss of words. They were completely unreasonable with the requests that they wanted of me and a lot of the things that they wanted out of me. And they really, instead of making my life easier, they made my life harder. And so I slowly added the stress, and my debt started adding up because I wasn't getting paid very well. And my rent started falling behind. I started getting, you know, I was basically living paycheck from paycheck to paycheck, you know. It came to the point where I asked for a raise, and they didn't want to give me a raise. Now, I'm running an entire store with many employees who don't want to work. I'm pulling on a lot of the slack. I'm putting in at least 50 hours, if not 65 hours a week for a salary pay that equals out to $10 an hour at 50 hours a week. And then, so on top of that, you're not factoring in the extra hours I'm working and hours I'm working not even clocked in. And just, you know, constantly dealing with phone calls, situations that could have been handled by the assistant managers and the owners, and not being able to get a weekend off, it being the end of the world if I wanted a weekend off, you know? And so I got fed up. They denied me a raise, and then they gave the assistant manager, who wasn't doing anything, a raise, who then gloated and rubbed it in my face. He was fired a few weeks later. And then they took some hearsay bullshit. They had a couple people there who did not like me, a couple people who did not like the way I was running the store. So they decided that they themselves were going to take it in their own hands and try to get me fired. Little did they know, I wanted to leave anyway, so that's fine. That's great, that's dandy, do what you got to do. So they made up a bunch of lies and got me fired in the long run. Things that were not true, things that don't make sense that I would have said. You know, like the car that they bought for me, I was making payments to them with the car. It was $500 car. It was all crashed up. It barely ran, but it was a car. And so I said, okay. And I'm making payments to them on it. And apparently one of the rumors were when I finished making payments on this car, I was going to crash it through the building of the store. Now, what doesn't make sense about that story is if I was going to crash the car through the store, why wouldn't I do it before I finished making the payments to you and then owning it? Why would I crash a vehicle that I own? It doesn't make sense. And, you know, another rumor was that I was going to delete all the files off the computer, which then, after I fired/quit, 2 days later, was told that files were missing from the computer and they were making a police report against me. How can I erase files from the computer 2 days after I've been fired? I've already turned in my keys. I haven't been there. I haven't stepped foot in the store, even to buy food or anything. So why? Eventually, it just wasn't worth it. And right towards the end, when I was getting fed up, I was quitting later that week anyway. I was fired. I really was trying to wait until I got my paycheck before I quit, but they fired me first. And because I knew what they were going to do, they held my last paycheck, which then forced me to not be able to pay my rent. And now I'm in a situation where rent's not going to get paid this month. So I'm starting over. I'm starting a whole new life. And I'm moving on. So videos might be a little bit delayed from this point on, but they're going to kick back in and they're going to come back stronger than ever. And there's going to be a whole new Indigo Toker. Sometimes in life, you can trust people all you want, and they can tell you a lot of things, but unless you know those things are true, you should take a lot of other things into consideration. Don't rush into situations like I did. They put you in bad and worse situations later on, and it's just not worth it in the end. Your life is what you make it. You create your own movie, per se, you know. And that's what you have to do. You have to look at your life like it's a movie. Because in movies, the way the plots are set up is there's good things and there's bad things, but ultimately in the end, it generally works out for everybody who was a good, solid person. And so, I mean, just be a good person, know what you want in life, and work towards those goals. Don't let anybody put those goals aside for you for anything else, because that's basically what happened. 6 or 7 months ago, I had some goals that I put aside, and here I am, and I'm just going to go through with those goals anyway. It's just been delayed 6 or 7 months. The universe has a way of working itself out no matter what you do. The universe knows what you want, even if you don't know what you want. But you can send messages in there, and you can make the universe's job harder. So that's pretty much all I have to say to you guys today. I just kind of needed to vent a little bit and talk and say what was on my mind. And I know there's not a whole lot of you out there right now, so it's a good time to make a fool of myself, I guess, if I did. If not, you know, the few fans I have out there already, you saw this, you know. And you'll know that Indigo Toker started from the bottom, but soon he's going to be at the top.